Josh from CycleHunters.com, and today we are checking out a gorgeous 2012 Yamaha R6. Bike that absolutely needs really no introduction. If you are a fan of the 600cc Super Sport class, then you know this is a championship winning bike in championships. Many different riders take these bikes to podiums, wins, and championships. So you know what you're looking at here. Cool design, awesome angles, a really, really awesome bike. I mean, right off the bat, you can see this thing is in really nice shape. It is such a cool bike, but it is a sport bike. So comfort, when we talk about comfort in the sport bike world, well, that's a little bit of a relative term. So these are not the most comfortable bikes, period. But that's not why you're looking to buy it or ride it for sure. As we get into this bike, you're going to see super clean, good looking paint. Awesome bike. Very, very minor blemishes. You know, you get some down here. The belly pan, there's going to be some stone chips and things. These are used bikes, so stuff like that is going to be on there. But, you know, if you're looking to ride this every day, you can. It's not really an everyday bike, but a lot of people ride them every day. And if you open up your garage and you're smiling and it's smiling back at you, you're probably going to want to ride it anyway. So now this bike has Olson Performance exhaust. We're going to hear that in a little bit. But as you can see, like I said, we're talking a really clean bike. This also has the little spools on the back of the swing arm. So if you have a stand, it's real easy to put it up on the stand. Oh yeah, tank's in really nice shape. Good looking bike. Good looking bike. Yeah, so if you had never ridden an R6 before, you'd definitely be in for a bit of a treat. They like to rev high. I mean, these things go to 17.5 on the rev limiter. That's screaming. That's like a Formula One car. Talk about attitude. But that's the one drawback in a little bit of a sense, because some people don't want to be riding a bike like that. So just be forewarned that that is the case. It's not that it's impossible or any of that. It's not crazy. It's just, you know, they have a bit of a character in that sense, where there's a little blemish right there. See if we can buff that a little better, then get it out of there. But again, you know, these are meant to be, you know, race bikes first in a way. You know, they exist because they're homologated for racing series. So they put the turn signals, lights, and mirrors on these bikes so that they can sell them, obviously, and promote their bike line and all that stuff. But these are race bikes with turn signals, lights, and mirrors. And if you're somebody that likes to go into the twisties, go for rides, and get into the corners, well, this is absolutely a bike for you, because that's what these are all about. If you're somebody that's going to take it to a track and do track days, well, this is absolutely what this bike is all about. Now you can see this has aftermarket grips, aftermarket levers. They are adjustable. Pretty simple stuff. Simple controls, high beam, low beam, signal, and your horn. On this side you have your on-off and your starter. But we'll start off here with the turn signals, which, besides the exhaust on this bike, there's your left front. Besides the exhaust on this bike, it is primarily all stock. There's your left rear. And to cancel, you just push it in. There's your right. You can see it blinking up top there. Here's your right front. So yeah, the things that are not stock would be the pipe, the brake levers, the grips, some frame sliders, which come in handy. If by chance you did lay it over, it's going to help save the machine. Let's go ahead and cancel that right there. Hit the horn. And we're going to have to turn it on. Oh yeah. That's low beam. That's high beam. Low beam, high beam. Oh, it sounds so good. I like those undertail stubby shorties. Ton of attitude. Give her a crank here. Oh yeah. You can tell this bike wants to go. I mean, that's what these are all about. Oh, come on, that puts a smile on your face. I know it does. Let's see here again. 9,505 miles. So just under 10,000 miles. And for this year, that's really not a whole lot. Simple controls. You have a select and a reset down here. Select and a reset. You have your normal stuff like your trips, your clock. Let's see. Temperature. Trip A, trip B. Temperature up top in the right hand. Your lap timer. There we go. Clock in the upper left hand corner and your gear selector. I believe that's a gear selector. Let's see here if that's what that is. Oh no, that's a digital readout for your speedometer. I apologize. What's in the center is your tach. You have your indicator lights for signals up top. High beam, low beam. Temperature. Engine oil. And then on the bottom right there is your gas gauge. So nice little touches. You have a shift light right here for when you get up in there and she's screaming down the road and you got that big grin on your face. This also has passenger back seat, and you can see sticking out is the battery tender lead. So every one of our bikes gets a 48-point checklist. Oil and filter are basic things for us. It really comes down to it where if the bike needs it, it gets it. We really don't play around with that. It's just all about trying to make sure that when you get a bike from us, it is as close to 100% as we can make it. See the meat on the tire here? A lot of meat. These are pretty much brand new. Super thick on that one. So, great tread on the tires. You know, fully serviced, inspected, detailed when you pick it up. We even top it off with a full tank of gas too. But if you're looking for an R6, this is a really clean, beautiful example. Such a nice bike. You know, like I said, oil and filter are basic things. We're really trying to make sure, you know, we check the charging system, checking the battery life, the cranking amps. We're really trying to make sure that when you get a bike from us, it is as close to 100% as we can make it. And that's really no joke. Good looking bike. Love these things. Just love them. So if you're digging the 2012 Yamaha R6, give us a call. at 717-273-1809. You can see the full list of inventory at www.cyclehunters.com. You can email us at cyclehunters@gmail.com. We have some financing options available. We have aftermarket warranties available. We can deliver bikes in some cases and ship them as well. Really just comes down to what is it that we need to do to accommodate you. So that is in your garage, giving you the big smile when you open up the door, because you got a beautiful day outside and you want to go for a ride in the twisties. Or maybe you just take a ride to work. Pretty exhilarating ride, I would imagine, too, because these are fun. They are fun. Look, they're all 2 wheels and a motor. That's what it breaks down to. And there's so many different configurations that we see on all these bikes, and they bring you such joy when you ride. That is the beauty of it. They're all a little bit different, somewhat like people in a way. But this, it's got some great attitude. It looks beautiful. Like I said, fully serviced, inspected, and detailed. She's ready to rock and roll when you come pick it up. Give us a call. But until the next bike, happy riding.